your friend is like, "Oh yeah, I knew that. It was pretty obvious going through it." But anyway, yeah, I'm looking through this being like, yeah, this is a pretty big area. And there's the secret trigger. Me checking to see if I actually triggered a secret. And yes, I did. Still a devourer of worlds. So yes, exciting stuff. This is all inside of a church. Back at maximum. Oh boy. Back at full hearts of darkness.
And Hashak Gix spoke unto the world, and all who heard trembled. Bring me your firstborn, and shed their blood upon the altar of the world, so that I may take nourishment. Do this without question, or suffer my wrath for eternity. Man's will was done.
Interesting. Not really certain what that's about, but it's interesting nonetheless. Oh yes, that's that secret we spent the last 40 minutes looking for. Oh, don't worry, past me. Those are just decorations. Dang it. So yeah, at this point I'm a bit confused as to the exact scope of this whole secret thing, because I see all those other areas I have to move around, but this is the only secret part. So what I don't realize at this point in time is that the rest of everything else I saw is actually dungeon I'll get to move through later. Because as much as we've gone through at this point, we're not even quite halfway through the dungeon, I think. Because we get the Soul Reaver, and then we get to do more of the dungeon, which is all that. Yeah, it's a lot, isn't it? Alright, now at this point in time, we can take Cain and save and actually progress the plot some and find the Soul Reaver. Most powerful weapon in Nosgoth. I think at this point I'm just happy and I'm just going around and killing everything. Is Cain frustrated? Yes. He's murdering everyone. Of course, Cain also does that if he's happy too. Oh joy, he's in his happy killing today. And now we get to go through all that stuff we saw earlier. A lot of these traps are perfect if your protagonist can't duck.
Energy bolt.
Bazillion buggers. Essentially, energy bolt is not fantastic to use. So, I don't believe there are any more secrets in this particular building. I might be wrong, though. I know that I remember that I found them when I went through here. So I end up getting stuck by an arrow. Doing a very good job at avoiding these arrows, certainly. At least I have a ton of health. not using the more powerful magic seems to be costing me a lot of health. But still, they're more helpful. These arrows, you can do a really good job in avoiding them until you don't, and then you hit all of them when you're hit back by one. Of course, they are designed that way. Ooh, that was a lucky miss. I don't know why I just don't stay to that. I mean... not like well, I guess saving magic is its own virtue, especially since I've spent so much time earlier having no magic that I'd want to save some at this point. Now we're back at the fun part. Which door do I go through, or teleporter? Poking through the strategy guide again. Did we... It's kind of the worst thing when you're in the mode to find all secrets of the game, and you come across... Because in order to do so, like with this game, and along with games like Tomb Raider and Tomb Raider 2, you have to follow instructions kind of almost to the letter in order to find certain items. You can't really go through the game naturally like you would. Otherwise, you might miss it. And in some cases, once it's missed, it's never coming back. It's especially true for the Tomb Raider games. I don't... Yeah, even more teleporters. Here we are. Somehow made it here, folks. The Soul Reaver. Presented by a naked angel lady statue. The best way to present a sword. You hear that, Excalibur? And Arthur? So at this point, I think I'm going through the strategy guide again, as one does.
Time fades even legend, and the origin of Soul Reaver has been lost long ago. but its purpose remains. To feed on the souls of any creature it strikes. Kindred, this blade and I.
Blood and souls.
The Soul Reaver. Flesh armor.
So it's not just Soul Reaver, it is the Soul Reaver. So part of how I found that sword works is that it kills anything in one hit, draining your magic. If the creature is weak, it only drains a little magic. If it's strong, it drains a lot of magic. A lot of fun in that respect when you combine it with the energy bank. It's temporary. Is that the worst thing about that though is that you have to juggle between so many different menus, and you just see that stupid loading screen too much. That will become relevant shortly. Well, I still have the rest of the dungeon to go through, so not shortly, but eventually. That will eventually become relevant. As you can see, the magic didn't even budge. I think it budged a little bit. And a new save point. And of course we'll save. We have the Soul Reaver equipped, we have a full magic gauge. A lot of enemies we haven't seen yet. It's time to test out this new and powerful weapon. Of course, with me being so low on health.
The axes. Flesh armor. Flame sword.
Of course, if I'm going to face human opponents, I'll want some. This area also contains another secret, I believe. Not this area specifically, but it's part of the dungeon. And we get a new armor, too.